Everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for the Rising 2025, the 12th anniversary of A Realm Reborn's release. Today's minion is the Treasure Box Mimic. Please don't eat me. Alright, so the event this year is taking place in Limsa Lominsa again. And they've actually replaced Answers, the instrumental, kind of like haunting version of Answers from 1.0. They've replaced it with Prelude for some reason. I've seen some speculation as to why, and if the speculation is correct, I understand why they have replaced it with Prelude. I completely understand if the speculation is correct, but I don't know if it's correct, so I'm not going to repeat it here. Alright, Wandering Minstrel Yoshi P, how's it going? The Wandering Minstrel's in search of inspiration. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Satora, it could only be a blessing from the Navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, I've been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I am truly grateful. During the Rising, we remember those we lost in the Calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place for talk in Limsa Lominsa than the Drowning Wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Baderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on, what's the harm? What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Racha? Racha. There's this place I need to go to. The problem is, Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone who's clearly unprepared out there and they end up hurt or worse, I want to be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it caused to the guild's reputation. So you can forget about signing up till you're older. Much older. But it has to be now during the Rising. Why do you have to be so responsible? It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Is everything well? Ah, sorry you had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer, but I said no and sent her on her way. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. It wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Racha? I'd do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. The timing of the Rising seemed to be of the essence of the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. I'm in your debt. Now, the nearest city exit's the Tempest Gate over by the Aft Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrail, the sentry yonder. Alright, time to go make sure a small child doesn't get herself killed this Rising. Alright, so you said speak to the gatekeep, Clindrail? Sounds good, there you are. And hello there again, Yoshi P. The Yellow Jackets keep constant watch at every city gate. If Racha has come through, they will have surely seen her. Indeed, please tell me you've seen her. Or, possibly even better, haven't seen her. The lowlands of Lenosia wait you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. We're looking for a small girl named Racha who may have come through. At Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Mikote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child. But the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade a yo-yo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Isn't the yo-yo the one who helped us last year? Our thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. I want to say a yo-yo is the one we worked with last year for the Rising. Alright, there you are, Racha. Damn it, they saw straight through my disguise. 'Tis well the Yellow Jackets noticed her ere she had gotten far. Indeed. Thank you for stopping her, yo-yo. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of you again. What brings you here today? We were actually looking for this young girl here. We wanted to see why she wants to go out so bad. So Badron sent you after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Racha, was it, dearie? Even without others telling you, you ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want to do so badly you risk your life like this? There's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go. We understand that you have your reasons, Racha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money, and what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Why, our friend here, of course. Oh sure, just volunteer me. Obviously I'm going to help. You can count on me. I shall be glad to provide suitable recompense in Racha's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song, above all I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you, but as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and she'll be able to help you all the better. The place we want to go is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosha. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the Rising. There are supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the Calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. That's gotta be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Of the 2 lighthouses in the area, Oshan's Torch is the only one that civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish, anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. Sounds good. At the very least, you can keep Racha safe while we do any necessary fighting. As I said, I never heard about ghosts appearing at the lighthouse. Wonder why Racha's so interested in them. If young Racha is headed to Oshan's Torch, then someone should report as much to Badron. I take it you're gonna do that, Yoshi P. So, what's your name, adventure? My name is Satora Lancy. Satora Lancy, I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Oshan's Torch and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. Alright then, let's get going. Racha is champing at the bit to set forth. Are you ready to go, Satora? As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Badron of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge, or to give Racha a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. mean, it's not going to be the longest adventure in the world. We're just heading right down the coast. So yeah, I am very curious why she's so invested in these lighthouse ghosts. And here it is, Madman Bridge. If you head north, you'll get to Red Rooster Stead, but our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name, as a warning to younglings. Look, a river, and there's some sort of strange animal. You mean the frogs? We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been. Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the Calamity. It's alright, I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wasn't aware. A fine place by all accounts. If that's where Racha's from, I'll have one of me comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to let them think she's missing. Right then, next we'll make for Oshan's Embrace up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. Alright. Further we go, this time to the larger bridge. Alright, where are they? There you are, Racha no Yo-Yo. Oh, we got a good view of the lighthouses from here, or at least one of them. Me fellow Yellowjackets patrol these parts. Lest you worry, they know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt. Whoa, we're so high up, this is amazing! I felt the same way when I looked out from here for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the Calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Lominsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What about you, Satora? Do you like being an adventurer? Ooh. Do I answer for where Satora is right now? What would her answer be right now? Right now, she's a little bit jaded. Towards the end of the story, she's definitely going to be this option, but right now, it depends on the work. Really, I guess it's not so simple. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the Calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and... I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Seems Racha's got something she needs to get off her chest. And wanted to verify the rumor, mayhap she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. Definitely getting a vibe I know what she wants to go to the lighthouse about. But we'll see if I'm right in due time. I see the lighthouse! That there's Oshan's torch, one of two lighthouses here what are named for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named Rostenze. You can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see. But they disappeared during the Calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye, but a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Yep, that's about what I thought. So, as mentioned, in addition to Oshan's torch, there is a second lighthouse over there, named for Lim Lane. We'll talk a little bit more about it in just a little bit, but first, make sure y'all make it safely over there. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Whoa, the sea's frozen in a splash! Amazing! This area was hard hit by the Calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, a piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out of the land and crystallize all at once. At that time I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then, I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the Calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Alright, and it looks like we are now arriving. Ross-sensei has been here since the Calamity. It's lonely work and he's always glad to have guests. Even if there aren't any ghosts, don't worry. We'll learn everything you want to know shortly. And we'll be here for you. Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Ghosts are in the horizon. For all my years as a keeper, I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be as someone mistook me or some laundry for a specter. So father and mother weren't ghosts after all. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rato's girl, a little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. They had charge of Lim Lane's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You needed to hire adventurers and grizzled ones at that just to deliver supplies. In fact, that area you could visit in 1.0. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsa Lominsa during the Calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report, but your folks did everything they could to protect Lim Lane's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish they were still here. This is just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know I'd be glad to share with you. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Good morning, Satora. I got up early to look at the lighthouse, where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time, I felt as though they had abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I could ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I missed them. Ooh. Satora's parents are alive, so... Or at least her mother definitely is. And I guess if I picked this option, it would technically be talking about Raha in that case. And this one, I do not like this option. It just has bad vibes to me. I'm going with this one. I understand how you feel. In the end, there weren't any ghosts. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others, like them and like you. So thank you for bringing me here. This was a very sweet little story. I enjoyed it. Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Well, I'd better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect, in which case a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Racha gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Be seeing you, Satora. Alright, glad we got you home safely. To the anchor yard then, where we finished up last year as well. It is a pretty dang good view of the fireworks, so good spot to finish it off. God, Limsa and Lenosha really do have a lot of lighthouses. We have Pharaoh Sirius, we've got... I forget the name of this one. It's similar to Pharaoh Sirius, but I don't remember the exact name. We've got Oshan's Torch over there, Limlin's Ring over... no, wait, hold on. Oshan's Torch is this way, and Limlane's Ring is over this way. So there and there. I mean, it makes sense. Limsa's culture kind of stretches all along the coast, so there's going to be a lot of lighthouses needed, but... Oh, welcome back, my friend. Was young Racha able to find that which she sought? Indeed, she was actually looking for the ghosts of her parents. So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the Calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Satora, not only for granting Racha's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Yes, it comes to me. A verse for all who strive onwards this day and every day. Greetings, Warrior of Light. This is the world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seemed that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. That is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that, upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Most happenings in our life have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. In gleaming gold the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls. In silver pale the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall by memory's refrain. I have no doubt that you, Racha, and Ayoyo shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales, in particular, may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. I greatly enjoyed that. That was fun. It was very delightful. I do hope we get more involved seasonal events at some point, but I did enjoy that. Where's that minion? We got a wind-up Gulul Jaja. It watches your progress with great interest. Gulul Jaja is a major character from Dawn Trail. We will get to that eventually. Eventually, in many years from now. Designed in the likeness of Gulul Jaja, this mammoth was created to commemorate the 70th anniversary of his ascension as Dawn Servant. It would seem that those Mamulja who journeyed to Eorzea brought these units with them with the intent of impressing upon the locals the glory of their kind. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise from Zorilja. I know exactly what that line is said. We'll be getting to that eventually. I'm not going to say my opinions on Gulul Jaja yet. Don't even try to assume what my opinions are. Alright then, and that is the Rising for 2025. Before we go, I do want to point out this NPC. I don't know if I've pointed him out before, but his loins throb like the Eorzean equivalent of the Twin Towers coming down in the US. Yep, his dick is in fact the planes that hit the Twin Towers. Sorry, I had to. That is the weirdest fucking NPC in the entire game to me. Who uses that as a pickup line, and why is it working on her? Sorry, we were just passing by. I had to point it out. Alright then. With that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we're going to have a little burst of main story. We're going to do 4 main story quests in a row as we make our way to a rather significant amount of progression. And then after that, we're going to finish up next week with a couple of level 58 gathering quests. I will see everyone next time for all that.